Here in Lagos, business owners and households are bearing the brunt of fuel scarcity as filling stations in some parts of the state are refusing to sell into jerrycans. According to some petrol attendants who would not want to be quoted, the marketers had issued this restriction early this week to prevent hoarding of the product. Senior correspondent Sarah Yeko reports.
Petrol queues around filling stations in Lagos are yet to ease up. Just a handful of the products dispensing stations are open. In most of the filling stations visited, it is unavailable. Car owners are torn between spending long hours in queues to buy fuel at the official pump price or patronizing black markets, where the product is sold for as much as over 1,000 naira.
They are very, some will sell for 900, some will sell for 1,000. You understand? I think the only place that is still accessible now is NNPC, and they said the NNPC said they shouldn't sell in the jerry can. Even black baggers start from the nozzle.
At stations like the NNPC in petrol is now selling for 568 naira per litre and diesel for 1,150 naira. Some independent marketers are selling for 635 naira for petrol and 180 naira for diesel. The ongoing scarcity is affecting business owners and households, as some filling stations in Lagos have implemented a restrictive measure, refusing to dispense fuel into jerry cans. This limitation is exacerbating the challenges faced by individuals and businesses reliant on the product for daily operations, and this further compounds the economic hardship.
They're not allowed to buy fuel for jets. Always that they push us, say, we don't buy for cake. How can we work now? We don't collect money for customers to work. We don't know how to get fuel to work now. And then there's no light. We go carry the tank of a generator go. They're not going to allow us to carry the tank of generator by until we go carry the generator come.
The situation is pushing many people to their limits, especially those who are already struggling to make ends meet.
I'm suffering in my country. There will be no peace in their home.
The challenges are growing with no clear solution in sight.
The NNPCL has cited logistics issue as the cause of the weeks-long scarcity of petrol in Nigeria. This seems the downstream sector is in a fix. Nigerians are expecting stakeholders in the petroleum sector to come to a round table to find the lasting solution to this perennial problem. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Lagos.
President Bola Tinubu has extended his condolences to the government and the people of Jigawa State over the recent flooding that has led to the death of 19 persons and displaced many others. The president also commiserated with the bereaved families and victims of the flooding, which has impacted about 14 local government areas and many households. In a statement signed by presidential spokesperson Jerrycans, President Tinubu says, quote, "These recurring environmental disasters underscore the urgency of sustaining measures to address climate change and its perils, as well as remove man-made elements," end quote. Elsewhere, the Jigawa state government has distributed, or rather started the distribution of 59,000 bags of assorted grains to victims of flood and vulnerable across the state. Governor Umar Namadi says the federal government's palliative package is to support the less privileged persons in the state. Yusuf Issa has more.
His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I have the singular honor and privilege to flag off
the federal government's palliative package is an intervention which seeks to provide relief to vulnerable individuals, including the poor, widows, and orphans who have been significantly affected by the current economic challenges. Governor Umar Namadi, who received the palliative materials from National Strategic Reserve through National Emergency Management Agency, commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his support.
Today, we are gathered here to once again flag off yet another intervention of statewide distribution of palliative support in form of food commodities to most needy households and other deserving vulnerable segment of the population in Jigawa State.
The NEMA Director General, represented by Kano Territorial Coordinator Nura Abdullahi, revealed that the federal government has released over 42,000 metric tons of maize, millet, rice and sorghum from the National Food Reserve for distribution nationwide.
Justice has been allocated with 594 metric tons of maize, which is equivalent to 11,880 bags of 50 kg. 691.2 metric tons of sorghum, which is equivalent to 13,824 bags of 50 kg. 243 metric tons of millet, which is equivalent to 4,860 bags of 50 kg.
According to the Jigawa State Ministry for Special Duties, more than 3 million people have benefited from various palliative and empowerment packages since the inception of the current administrations of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yusuf is TVC News, Jigawa.
A bit of health now. The World Health Organization says the current Mpox outbreak is not another COVID-19 pandemic, but the Clade 1B strain is new and concerning. Thailand has now recorded a case of the deadly strain, which is now in 6 countries. TVC News' Kemi Balogo reports.
Scientists warn that the new Mpox strain, Clade 1B, is the most dangerous so far. The strain, which appears to spread more easily from person to person, has potentially more severe symptoms and has a higher mortality rate. In the past month, more than 100 laboratory-confirmed cases of Clade 1B have been reported in 4 countries neighboring the Democratic Republic of Congo that have not reported Mpox before, which are Burundi, Kenya, Rwanda and Uganda.
If you get the source of the disease, then you can know what to do. But if you don't know where the source is, then so the person is go to the source of the disease and nip it there in the bud before it goes out.
Mpox is characterized by 2 genetic clades, 1 and 2. Clade 2 was responsible for a global outbreak that was also declared to be a global health emergency from July 2022 to May 2023. Family physician Ajima Onize explains how fast the transmission is and why we should be concerned.
Rash of monkeypox, which is the rash that involves the face, involves the trunks, involves the palms and the soles, and also if you experience probably severe itching too, it can actually be a symptom of monkeypox and you should report to your healthcare facility.
In 2023, the reported cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo increased significantly, and already the number of cases reported so far this year has exceeded last year's total, with more than 15,600 cases and over 500 deaths. The emergence and rapid spread of the new virus strain last year pushed the World Health Organization's declaration of the current Mpox outbreak as a public health emergency of international concern.
Why you need the people's cooperation is that they must be honest about what they are feeling. If they are feeling the form wrongly, then we're going on a wild goose chase.
The 2 vaccines currently in use for Mpox are recommended by the WHO's Strategic Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization, as well as by individual countries, including Nigeria and the DRC.
As soon as it's available, it's going to be given to high-risk individuals, and it's also going to be given to people that are likely or at higher risk of being infected.
Experts around the world say they will keep monitoring the situation closely. Kemi Balogun, TVC News.